Sam Elliott has been one of the most recognizable figures in Hollywood for more than 5 decades. His deep, steady voice and unmistakable mustache have become symbols of a classic American screen presence. When audiences hear him speak, it often feels like listening to a storyteller who has lived through every mile of the journey he describes. Yet the man behind that iconic image has lived a life far more complex than the rugged characters he often portrays. While his calm confidence on screen suggests effortless success, his real path was filled with persistence, patience, and emotional growth. At 81 years old, Elliott stands as a reminder that long careers are rarely built overnight. His life reflects not only talent but also resilience, humility, and dedication to a craft he loved long before the world fully recognized it. Early life and quiet beginnings. Sam Elliott was born in Sacramento, California in August 1944. His childhood unfolded in a time when life moved a little slower, and expectations for young men were often shaped by practicality. His father believed strongly in stability and responsibility, hoping his son would pursue a dependable career. Elliott, however, felt drawn toward something different. As a teenager, he became fascinated by movies and storytelling. Watching actors transform into characters on screen sparked something inside him. He imagined himself becoming part of that world one day. While the dream felt exciting, it also created tension at home, because acting did not seem like a secure path to many families at the time. Still, Elliott quietly held on to the idea. Even before he understood how he might achieve it, he believed storytelling through film was something he truly wanted to pursue. A dream that faced doubt. Like many young artists, Elliott's dream was met with skepticism from those closest to him. His father worried that acting was uncertain and unreliable, encouraging him instead to focus on more traditional careers. These conversations were not driven by a lack of love, but by concern about the realities of life. Nevertheless, the difference in perspectives created emotional distance at times. Elliott respected his father deeply, yet he also felt a powerful desire to follow his own creative instincts. Those early disagreements stayed with him long after he left home. They shaped his determination and strengthened his resolve to succeed in a field that rarely guarantees stability. Many years later, Elliott would reflect on how difficult it can be when people you admire cannot fully see the vision you carry inside yourself. A loss that shaped his perspective. One of the most meaningful moments in Elliott's life came when his father passed away before seeing the success his son would eventually achieve. The experience left a lasting emotional impression. For Elliott, the loss carried a quiet sense of unfinished conversation. He never had the opportunity to show his father how seriously he pursued his craft, or how meaningful acting had become in his life. Rather than letting the moment define him negatively, Elliott carried it as a reminder of how precious time can be. The experience influenced the reflective nature many people notice in his interviews. It also deepened the emotional authenticity he brings to his performances. Life, after all, is rarely about proving someone wrong. Often it is about honoring the lessons we learn along the way. The long road to recognition. Hollywood success rarely arrives quickly, and Elliott's career followed a path of steady persistence rather than sudden fame. In his early years, he accepted small roles and background appearances while learning the rhythms of film and television production. These parts might not have brought immediate attention, but they allowed him to gain valuable experience. Each project introduced him to directors, writers, and actors who helped him grow professionally. The waiting period could be challenging, especially during his 20s and 30s when recognition seemed slow to arrive. Yet Elliott remained committed to improving his craft. Instead of chasing quick fame, he focused on building credibility through dedication and authenticity. Over time, this quiet persistence began to open doors that once seemed out of reach. Finding his place in Western storytelling. As Elliott's career developed, filmmakers discovered that his natural presence fit perfectly within Western and frontier stories. His tall frame, calm voice, and thoughtful expressions captured the spirit of characters shaped by wide landscapes and strong values. Rather than exaggerating emotion, Elliott often portrayed men who spoke with restraint and depth. Audiences connected with the honesty he brought to these roles. Films such as Tombstone helped cement his image as a modern embodiment of the American cowboy. These performances did more than showcase his appearance. They highlighted his ability to portray strength combined with vulnerability. Elliott understood that the most memorable characters often reveal quiet humanity beneath their rugged exterior. A partnership built on respect. In 1984, Elliott married actress Katharine Ross, whose career had already included acclaimed performances in classic films of the 1960s and 1970s. Their relationship became one of Hollywood's most enduring partnerships. While balancing two acting careers can present challenges, Elliott and Ross supported each other through the unpredictable rhythms of the entertainment industry. Their shared understanding of filmmaking allowed them to navigate the pressures of fame with patience and perspective. Together, they built a family and welcomed their daughter, Cleo. Elliott has often spoken about the importance of maintaining balance between professional ambition and personal life. For him, family provided grounding during years when schedules were demanding and travel frequent. A career that continued to evolve. Even after decades in the industry, Elliott continued to explore new types of roles. His later performances revealed emotional layers that surprised many viewers who had long associated him only with Western characters. One notable example came with his powerful performance in A Star is Born alongside Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga. The role earned him his first Academy Award nomination and introduced his work to a new generation of audiences. Critics praised the depth and subtlety he brought to the character. It demonstrated that Elliott's talent extended far beyond a single genre. After years of steady contributions to film and television, the recognition felt like a meaningful acknowledgement of a lifetime dedicated to storytelling. Facing public conversations. With reflection, like many public figures with long careers, Elliott has occasionally found himself part of broader cultural discussions. One example came after comments he made about the film The Power of the Dog, directed by Jane Campion. His remarks sparked strong reactions and opened conversations about different perspectives on storytelling and representation. Elliott later expressed regret, acknowledging that his words had created unintended offense. The moment demonstrated how public figures sometimes face scrutiny when opinions are shared in widely visible spaces. Rather than avoiding the conversation, Elliott chose to address it openly. His response reflected the humility that has long defined his public image. Growing older in a changing industry. A career spanning more than 50 years inevitably brings reflection on time and change. Elliott has spoken honestly about the physical demands of acting roles, particularly those involving outdoor settings and action sequences. Like many performers who built their careers during earlier decades of filmmaking, he recognizes how the industry continues evolving. While Hollywood often celebrates youth and novelty, Elliott's enduring presence reminds audiences that experience also holds great value. His performances carry a sense of authenticity that comes from decades of learning and growth. Even as he grows older, he continues to approach projects with curiosity and professionalism. A legacy of authentic strength today, Sam Elliott's legacy extends beyond any single role or film. He represents a style of acting rooted in sincerity, patience, and respect for storytelling. Generations of viewers recognize his voice immediately, yet the true impact of his career lies in the consistency he maintained over time. Rather than chasing trends, Elliott stayed true to the qualities that first inspired him to pursue acting. His journey shows that perseverance can quietly build something lasting. At 81, he remains a respected figure whose work continues to resonate with audiences around the world. In many ways, his story is less about tragedy and more about endurance, about a man who followed a dream despite uncertainty and built a life shaped by authenticity and dedication.